The story of Sidney Walker began as a shoeshine boy here on this corner of Broad Street, 9th and Broad Street, in the 1930s. When it ended, almost 70 years later, he was running a shoeshine concession at the Fountainbleu Hotel in Miami. But in between, he became twice light heavyweight boxing champion of the world. And he also became a legend, the one we call Beau Jack. In the boxing world, some say he was as famous as James Brown. If old fight fans hear you're from Augusta, they ask about Beau Jack. His legend began at, of all places, the Augusta National Golf Club. The unusual relationship between Jack and some of the Augusta National's most prominent figures, including Masters Tournament co-founders Bobby Jones and Clifford Roberts, has been well chronicled. They were impressed with his performances in the impromptu boxing matches that they had back then called Battle Royals, and young Sidney Walker impressed everyone. With urging from Jones or Roberts or both, club members financed young Walker to head north, where boxing was even more popular than in Augusta. There are a lot of stories about how he got the Beau Jack nickname. My favorite is the one told by his sister, who said it was bestowed by their 109-year-old grandmother. She gave it to him after he went after a bully who had taken his shoeshine money. He got it back, and he got the name. Beau Jack's professional career began in 1940 with all but 2 of his first 28 fights staged in Holyoke, Massachusetts. In 1941, Jack earned a draw and a victory over a pair of top 10 contenders and caught the eye of New York fight promoters. The legend began to grow. Fans loved him, boxing writers said, because of his energy and relentless, non-stop punching. Within a year after he arrived in New York, Beau Jack won the New York World Lightweight title before a sold-out crowd at Madison Square Garden on December 18, 1942. Jack lost his title in May 1943, dropping a 15-round decision to Bob Montgomery, but he won it back 6 months later. In those late days of World War II, Jack and Montgomery fought in Madison Square Garden. Jack won in 10 rounds. They earned $35 million for war bonds. Beau Jack's take in that? $1. And he said it was the proudest moment of his life. Jack fought often after that, but his best days were behind him. He retired with a career record of 83, 24, and 5, with 40 knockouts, and long held the Madison Square Garden record for most main event appearances, 21. He spent the final years of his life in Miami. He worked at its famous 5th Street Gym, teaching others how to box, and he was known not only for his knowledge of the sport, but for his ability to teach it. In the early 1990s, he got a job at the Fountainbleu, beloved by all who made a point to come by and see him, even Muhammad Ali, who always wanted to pay his respects. Sidney Walker died in 1999 from complications to Parkinson's. He was a man who started at the bottom, rose to the top, and helped everyone he met along the way. He also became a legend, the one we call Beau Jack.